What's up, guys? It's Charlie, and you're watching Frisky Business. In this week's episode of Frisky Business, we are playing Cards Against Humanity once again, or in this particular online version, pretend you are XYZZY, or pretend you are ZZ, or however the hell you pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce it, but we still play it. We've actually played this game several times in the past, and this time we have some familiar voices as well as some new ones. For this game, we are being joined by Chelle, of course, as well as Bun Bun and Sukinjo. And some new voices we have this time. We have Waya, my furry brother, and Takashi, who is also a furry brother of mine. So we had several people joining us for this game this time, which made it a whole lot more fun. And I also managed to discover some interesting add-on packs for the game. We added on some furry packs as well as Littles packs. So you may have seen some of those cards mixed in. We probably are not going to do the Littles packs again. They're just not really tailored for the kind of Littles we are, for those of us that are. But it is what it is. So you will see those in there mixed in, and that's what that is. But yeah, we still had a bunch of fun, and let's get to it. You haven't truly lived until you've experienced seeing grandma naked and meaningless sex at the same time.
Oh no!
Oh god! You haven't truly lived until you've experienced wet dreams and a vagina that leads to another dimension at the same time.
Who hasn't played a card?
Somebody hadn't played a card. Oh, I haven't played a card. I don't know why I was thinking this cards art again. Alright. I wish I had basic human decency.
That's a good one. Yeah, I think I know which one's going to win this one.
It's Daddy's turn to pick.
Yep.
Quietly.
I knew it.
Quietly at that. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I sneezed.
You don't say.
Gesundheit.
The healing process began when I joined a support group for victims of poor life choices. Where is that support group?
I want in.
They said we were crazy. They said we couldn't put cuddling inside of the government. They were right. Okay. They said we were crazy. They said we couldn't put the miracle of childbirth inside of fucking my sister. They were wrong. What was that?
Oh god.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Whoever's doing that, I'm going to go outside and punch
Who
them.
is tooting their own horn? Leanne.
What?
I'm not touching a horn. There are no horns in my room.
Is there a train going by your window or something?
2 blocks away.
Well, it's very loud. I drink to forget Daddy going away forever. Wow. I drink to forget our baby?
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Damn. Buddy! Buddy, that's so bad! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's not right. Okay.
I don't even feel bad.
Instead of Cole, Santa now gives the bad children a kiss on the lips.
No!
Oh my god! Dear leader Kim Jong-un, our village praises your infinite wisdom with a humble offering of
these nuts. Got him! Got him!
Dear leader, our village praises your infinite wisdom with a humble offering of bubble butt bottom boys.
Say that one real fast.
Bubble butt bottom boys.
3 times.
Bubble butt bottom boys. Bubble butt bottom boys. Fuck it.
High five.
These nuts.
Hey everybody. I know this video is a little short, and there's a reason for that. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about something. This month, the month of September, is Suicide Prevention Month. So I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about mental illness and suicide prevention. This is a subject that is actually kind of personal to me because I will go ahead and tell you, I have suffered with very bad, deep, dark depression in the past, and I have attempted suicide. So I can speak a little bit from experience. I also want to let everybody know that is suffering with depression and mental illnesses such as depression or anxiety or bipolar disorder, anything like that, that also contributes to depression. You're not alone. Example right here. You're not alone. And there are many, many more like you. And I'll tell you a little bit about my past experiences. A few years ago, I hit a very bad part of my life. I had very bad physical ailments that contributed to a lot of things. A lot of it was stress related. It's given me a lot of physical problems, especially at that time. And because I was having those physical problems due to stress, I lost my job. I got compounded with medical bills that I'm still paying off to this day. And it hit me really hard. And it was like I just couldn't bounce back. I mean, this went on for a long time. And I was living alone. I didn't really have any friends that I could really talk to. It was also a big transition part of my life. So it was also kind of like I didn't know where in the world I was in my life. I didn't know where I was going. I just had all this crap happening to me and was starting to really not see the purpose of my life. And as I told you, eventually I did attempt suicide. It was just, too much for me to handle. And I'm saying that in a little bit of a sarcastic sense because looking back on it now, that is indeed not true. There are people out there who your life impacts or the lack thereof will impact and very heavily, and I guarantee you that is a promise. So with that being said, I did get help and it was helpful. I ended up going to see a therapist. It took a couple of therapists, I'll tell you, to find the one I felt was right for me, that I could really connect with, really open up to, and genuinely cared. And what I mean by that is this therapist was one that I felt was genuinely concerned and cared about me and not just acting out his job, if that makes sense. Something else that really, really, really helped, and I want you to please take this into very heavy consideration. Think about the people that you surround yourself with. Think about your friends. Think about those that you interact with. Think about your family even. I mean, I'll be honest. Not all family is healthy for you. And not to say that you should just completely disown them, but I'll tell you, me and my family, we actually had a rough patch for a long time. That in a part that I basically just shut them out of my life. I was not talking to them. And basically, I won't get into the details of that, but was having a negative impact on me and my life and my well-being. And they saw that, and they may not agree with everything that I do or the way I live my life, but it's my life, and they understand that, and we're much better off now because of that, because they do genuinely care. All that being said, be mindful of who you surround yourself with. That's something that was major on my part. The people that I thought that I called friends and close friends, and I thought were as such, really were not. They really were not genuinely concerned about me and my well-being, and that really impacted me. And when I found all this out, that's also what contributed to my depression. That being said, nowadays I find wonderful people that I can be around. I have those people that I do consider my family. Like Chelle, she is considered my furry sister, and she's going through a lot of her own things right now, and I'm trying to be there to support her with this what she's doing, and she's doing very well, mind you. Waya is my furry brother. I have other people that I consider to be my family that's not blood related, but they are that close to me, and because we genuinely care and concern for each other, and we're always there for each other. And that's something that is very key to fighting depression, to preventing suicide, is surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care. That being said, if you know somebody who is going through depression, there are different things you can do to help to help them, especially to prevent suicide if they are getting that deep into it. You know, there are several different things that you can do to help a person with really bad depression that you might be worried about them considering suicide and such. But you know, one thing that you can do is just talk to them, ask them how they're doing, genuinely ask them in a caring way how they're doing, and I guarantee you that makes a big difference. To let that person know that there is somebody who genuinely cares about them. Trying to help keep them safe is a big one. Remove things that they might might urge them in a direction of suicide, like lethal weapons and such that they would use. Be there for them. Just be there, support them. Let them know that you're there. Again, it would help them tremendously. Just having somebody there to say that, hey, if you need anything, I'm here. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here. If you need a vent, I'm here. Because those things are, man, just letting off some steam about some crap going on in your life is a huge help. Because you know you got somebody there that'll listen and can sympathize, or better yet, empathize. Empathy is such an important thing. I have suffered with depression, and I can empathize with those that are also suffering with depression right now, or have. I can empathize with you. Sympathy and empathy are two different things. Sympathy is like, man, I'm sorry you're going through that. That sucks. Which is cool, but empathy carries so much more weight. I really am sorry that you're going through it, because I have been there. I've had to deal with it, and it's not fun. I understand, but you know what? There's a way out. I know there's a way out, and I want to help you find that way out. That's empathy. Another big thing, help them stay connected. And what I mean by that is help them to have the proper connections to resources and individuals that can help and support them. Whether it be you and other friends that, you know, should they need something, they can get in contact with them. Another one is the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which, by the way, as you've seen, has been up here this whole time. And this is also where I'm pulling some of these steps to helping prevent suicide, by the way. It's on their website, suicidepreventionlifeline.com. Great source for help for you, for others, and I'll tell you, I've actually used this in the past. I've called them one other time when I was still very deep in depression, and basically what it was is, and I mean this is at a time, just to kind of give you a frame of reference, this is at a time that after I've already lost my job and I'm just, you know, things are just getting really bad, or still are bad, and things were just still really bad, and you know, and I just felt lost. I still didn't really have a friend to talk to that I trusted, and I was facing that thing, that fear again. I was facing that temptation again, and but I looked it up and I called them, and it was a gentleman that answered, and I said, look, you know, I just really need to talk to somebody. I got a lot of crap going on. And he said, sure, let's talk. What's going on? Talk to me. And I told him, I'm like, all this crap is going on with me right now, and this is just affecting me. It is having a huge impact on my life, and you know, I just let him know everything. And he sympathized and empathized with me, and and he went as far as saying, as kind of helping me with you know, trying to find solutions to some of these little problems that I was having. You know, they're gonna do what they can to help you. They are genuinely there to help. Please realize that it is never a bad time to seek help. It is never a bad time to seek help. If you are having problems with anxiety, if you are having problems with depression, if you're having problems with any kind of mental illness that is really affecting you, or affecting you at all, for that matter, it's never a bad time to seek help. And I know, especially with anxiety, that it can be hard to build up that courage and also get in the mindset of, you know, I don't want to bother this person or something. Go to a close friend, go to a family member you trust, and let them know that you're having a problem and that you need help. You know, if there is somebody out there that will listen and will help you. So all that being said, I apologize again for having such a short video today, but I do hope this reaches out to somebody and is able to help somebody out there. And also, you know, and again, if you know somebody that's going through things, hopefully this will help you to help them. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.